Hello everyone and welcome back to Renowned Explorers. This is not a new run. I am just here to give you a short message because I made a mistake last night apparently. Well, I made a mistake and then I did something right and without knowing that I did either one. But, so here's the gist. I started to record last night and about 5 minutes into recording, I started having my eyes water really heavily and I couldn't even continue. And I realized that maybe the problem was just that I was so tired that I was having trouble looking at the screen. So, before I did just a couple nodes, and I was about to go into the final fight, the boss fight, and I decided, you know what? Doing this while I'm this tired and can't even see would be stupid. I'm going to go to sleep. This episode's going to be a little late tomorrow, but we'll get it done, and I'll just splice it together later. However, what I did not realize is that apparently in my tired, half-asleep state, I had not even pushed record on the 5 minutes that I recorded. So that's gone, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about it. But I'm really glad now that I made the decision to come back in the morning and actually do the boss fight at a different time, because that means that I do have the recording of the boss fight from this morning. So the only thing you've missed, and you'll see this in a minute, the only thing you've missed is 2 or 3 nodes, nature challenges, where I got some study. I did my campfire, and I picked the naturalist campfire story that gave me 24 study from 4 from each of the levels of naturalist in our crew, and then I was 1 node away from the Raptor Queen when I decided to call it quits for the night. And I will load up the video right when I start in the morning, which is right when the fight's about to start. I do apologize for that. That's definitely not intentional, but I'm thrilled that I decided not to continue recording last night because the whole thing would have been lost if I had done that. So that said, thank you very much. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy the Raptor Queen fight. It is definitely a doozy. Yes, that is the correct word. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in a minute. Hello, everyone. I'm back. This is going to be a little bit of a chopped-up episode. I realized last night, after I had the problem with my eyes, that maybe the problem was that I was really tired. And, you know, I've had this a couple times where I'm recording late at night for various reasons. And, that's not really doing myself any favors, is it? So I went to bed, I've slept, here I am back at this. Let's do this boss fight. Okay, do we want to investigate the machine, investigate the force field, or set up a defensive position? Let's take a look at the machine. Oh, Amelia has 100% to inspect it from engineering. Okay. And then the force field, 40% from naturalist, which actually isn't as good. That's interesting. All right, let's check the machine. Amelia is doing pretty well. In no time, she manages to get to the mechanical heart of the machine. It seems to be a prototype for the land delver. It's simpler and smaller, making it easier to grasp its functionalities. All right. Yeah, you know what? We have 2 tools. Let's go ahead and just take the risk and see what we can get. This is probably foolish given how difficult this boss fight is, but yeah, let's see. All these levers and sensors help Amelia make another find. This machine does more than force fields. It also regulates humidity and temperature. It can even simulate sunlight. Such a device would be fantastic to create a greenhouse. But how does it exert its control? 80%? Okay. Oh, phew, we made it. I thought we weren't going to. There it is. Through the clever use of transistor circuits, the machine is able to control a vast number of mechanical parts. Amelia finally discovers the big picture. This prototype only works in its direct vicinity, but its uses are phenomenal. This discovery is made just in time. You draw your conclusion not a moment too late. The Queen destroys the machine. It's like she knew it was important, dear clever girl. Alright, the Queen faces you with plotting glee. Will they strike you? Will they make the crew lose confidence? Or maybe tempt someone into becoming the Raptor Emperor or Empress? Amelia has to stop that from happening. You've got to be extremely careful. It seems his opponent knows how to make use of your strengths and weaknesses. Alright, we have 79 study tokens. We're not going to be able to use any of those, but it's kind of cool that we have 79 of them. Alright, here we are. There's the Raptor Queen. Okay, plotting to counter your crew's sympathies, because she knows we're friendly. The Raptor Queen is interesting in that she gains extra power every time she switches attitudes. She's also got a decent amounts of armor and speech resistance, and actually 25 grit as well. Her Raptor buddies actually have even more speech defense, slightly less armor. And not only do we have her group with 3, but 2 other groups of 2, and more come, I think, every 2 turns. So there are a lot of raptors on the way, which is not happy. I don't like that, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so let's think about what we want to do here. If she's plotting to counter our sympathy, that probably means that we should not be friendly. Whenever we can avoid it. I wouldn't mind getting back in this corner, as weird as that sounds, because that would mean that only 2-3 raptors could hit us. If they're going to be aggressive, that would be convenient, because they won't have any range to them. So, I think I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and start backing up. We'll buffer one up a little bit. Now, if these raptors are going to be aggressive, then we need Padrino and Ivan in the front. Those are our 2. Amelia has a good amount of defenses, but it's mostly speech defense. So that will come in handy if they ever switch to friendly or devious. Right now they're friendly, so we'll see what happens. We have not shown any mood yet, so they probably won't change until we do. This raptor is heading up to This raptor is headed up to cover that entrance we were heading toward. We could also sit here in this little patch. That would also only let 3 raptors get to us. That would be better, actually. It would mean that each member takes 1 attack each time, which is a little worse than 1 member taking 2, because we do have good healing. But yeah, you can see how little damage Amelia takes from friendly attacks, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, let's put Amelia... Let's see. Let me figure this out. Let's put Ivan up here. He's our weakest character. Defense-wise. Sorry, Ivan. Padrino can go here. Or here. Let's put Padrino here. You know what? No, let's not. This is a hard decision. I'm going to put... Let's put ourselves in a devious attitude. And let's see what they do. I'm really curious. And we're putting Padrino here. And the reason I'm putting Padrino here is because he is our member with Disarming Smile. If they go into an aggressive mindset, I can disarm one of the 3 raptors that are attacking us. And they won't be able to do anything anymore. Now, we are going to take a lot of damage this turn because they won't be able to attack over each other because they're staying in a friendly mindset. We will need to change that by going aggressive next turn. If we go aggressive, they will not want to stay friendly because we'll have an advantage. So, hopefully, that means that they will switch. And I don't know what they'll switch into, but let's heal up Padrino here. We are in a position right now where all of our members are capable of healing each of our other members. So, and that's even without Amelia's AoE. So that is convenient. Now the problem we're going to run into is, like I said, they spawn more raptors. There's 2 of them right there. They spawn more raptors I think it's every 2 turns. We'll have to check. So, if we cannot get rid of 2 raptors every 2 turns, we're just losing ground. And at the moment, that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to kill them that fast. So that's a little concerning. Let's go ahead and AoE heal. There we go. Feeling a little bit better now. And we'll just start punching. So this will get us into our aggressive mindset that I was talking about. There we go. So at least we're not taking the minus 30 speech defense anymore. Now we have plus 20. And yeah, we'll go ahead and be friendly with Ivan there. That'll do good damage. And we're at no risk of switching back to friendly anytime soon, because we need 5 pips for it. Huh, little dark pip in there. I assume that's a bug of some sort, but that's interesting. Alright, good. They did switch to hostile. That's what I thought was going to happen. Now that is technically better for us. 2 of our party members have high amounts of armor compared to speech defense. It's a little bit worse for Amelia, but it will be a little bit better for Pedrino and Ivan. Now again, we are not winning this long term. I think my hope is to whittle down the various raptors until the queen actually gets into direct combat. And then, at that point, we will attempt to focus on her while protecting our other entrances. It will be interesting, let's put it that way. Now, there's definitely a logic to backing Amelia up when we're square. She'll still only be able to take 1 attack, and it will group our guys a little bit better. And if we ever have to, we will do that. But for now, I'd like that extra movement space. Just in case. And yeah, we're just going to keep whacking. Excuse me, had to sneeze there. Alright, let's see what happens here. Not bad. You can see that Amelia's taking a little bit more damage. But this is probably more sustainable in the long term. I don't know. We'll see. Ah, and the Raptor Queen is running away. That's unfortunate. I wanted her to come up to fight Ivan. Well, we can finish off probably 2 raptors, but people are a little low. And the heal still has 2 turns on it. Let's finish off the one that Ivan has here. He should be able to survive 1 more turn, unless it's from the Raptor Queen herself. But that would be nice anyway, because that means she's right in the square, which is good. So let's just heal up Amelia. And let's heal up Pedrino. And our whole team should be able to be joyful for most of the fight. Because we're healing each other so often. Now, it's not a bad idea to make the Raptors overjoyed either, or joyful either. Oh, good. She did come up there. Hopefully she doesn't one-shot Ivan. She did not. Okay, this is actually really good for us, because this means that Ivan can sit there and wail on the queen, and all the rest of our team has to do is just keep ourselves alive. Alright, I am going to move... Ooh. I don't want to move Amelia back here. But Amelia might go down if I don't. You know what? No, I think she's going to be okay. Let's heal Ivan. There we go. And we'll use Amelia to heal Pedrino, and we'll just hope that Amelia does not go down from the next hit. And, alright. And at some point, I can also use Disarming Smile on the Queen. The problem with that is she might just run away if I do that. Because she'll realize that she can't do any damage. You know what? Yeah, let's decrease her attack power. That seems like a good idea. Alright. So our only hope here is that Amelia does not go down. And if she does, not the end of the world. We do have 6 resolve, but I'd rather her stay up. Good, she did. Okay. This is good. This is very good. I'm, again, My only concern is that the queen will at some point probably just skedaddle out of there. And if that happens, we're gonna have to wait till she comes back because we can't get out of this corner. There's no way. They're just gonna keep summoning raptors. I don't know if the whole map will fill with raptors. I don't know how that works. That'll be very interesting. Okay, yeah, we will keep working on the queen. But I don't want to switch mindsets, which is concerning me a bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and roar. That'll increase Ivan's aggro. Ivan's doing just fine, so we'll come over here and we'll heal Amelia again. If we need to disarm the queen with Padrino, we will. But for now, that hasn't been a problem. And, oh, this is a good opportunity to use another aggressive attack and keep us in the aggressive mindset. Yeah, there we go. That actually zeroed out our meters toward friendly and devious. Now, obviously, that raptor just got immediately replaced, but that's okay. That's okay. We're actually making progress on the queen, which is all that matters. As long as we're not losing crew members and we're making progress on the queen, I'm going to be really happy. It doesn't really matter to me what's going on in the rest of the map, as long as the queen stays right here. Okay. I mean, looks decent. This might be a good time for another heal. An AoE heal, I should say, because everyone's getting a little low. There we go. And we will keep attacking. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. It doesn't really matter if we make her joyful. Actually, well, it does matter. It's a good thing, because making her joyful means that... Ooh, do we want to use... it doesn't really matter. Making her joyful is actually a good thing, because we got the additional tree from the psychology, which means that a joyful creature, or a joyful person... Wait, is Amelia stunned? Or, oh no, she used her AoE already. Right. A joyful person gets minus 25% speech defense because of that extra tree we took. With the extra paper we took. So that's actually a really good thing to put on the queen. And she's not currently using speech attacks, so she won't even get the 25% extra speech unless she decides to change tactics, which doesn't appear like she's real interested in it at the moment. Okay, we're going to do this exact same thing. We're going to let Amelia take one more attack. I'm not going to worry about her at the moment. I don't think I can. I can't afford to. So we're going to try to make the queen joyful again. Again, only an 80% chance. I would have liked to have had someone more powerful in Ivan's spot here, and I could switch. I could move Ivan here and move someone into this position, but that's going to be the only time I can switch. Like, the next time I switch, let me rephrase that. If I ever switch my positioning within this circle, I can only do it once, because once I've done it once, they're going to move up and take out the extra spot I'm using. Kind of like those peg games that most people have played, where you jump a peg and then that reduces your options for the future because that peg goes away, and then you can only jump other pegs that are still there. It's going to be one of those things where we lose our extra spot, and we're not going to be able to move anymore after that. So we get one chance to move our members around, and then we're done. So I hate to use it this early just because Ivan's missing a couple times. That doesn't seem like a good enough reason to lose our only mobility in the entire fight. And we are slowly doing damage. Now Amelia is getting low, and I'm tempted to use Disarming Smile on this raptor actually at some point and see if that raptor will just sit there and be useless for a couple turns, and we can get Amelia back to full. But again, I'm only trying to delay until her heals back up. And if I can continue to delay till her heals back up every time, then we will eventually win. It's just a matter of how long, and if the queen will run away at some point, which will drastically increase the amount of time this will take. I hope not. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Ooh. Okay, all our members are low. So this is the time that heal would be nice, but I think it's down still. Yep, one more turn. Can we recover here? I don't know. Maybe not. We don't have anyone who has a 2-range heal, which is hurting us. This may be the time to use Disarming Smile. I'm gonna use it on... Oh, wait, if I do that, though, I can't heal. Awkward. Madrino does not need a heal. He's fine. But... that is a problem, because... You know what? Yeah, we probably do need to move Amelia back. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm not happy about it, but... Okay, so that said, where do I want to move people? I want Amelia... Amelia is the one with our least resistance, right? Yeah, just barely. So we're gonna move Amelia back here. And heal... Ivan. Right? Yeah. That's not as big of a heal as I would have liked for Ivan, but that is the way it goes. Okay, now this does mean that Padrino can now take 2 attacks a turn. Right, because one can attack from here and one can attack from here. But if that happens, no one will attack Amelia. So, theoretically, we should be able to keep this rolling. And this turn, I am just going to heal Padrino, just to make sure he stays up. And we'll see if this reshuffle solved our problem. It's very possible that it didn't. It's also possible that it did. Okay, well, so far it looks good. The person that was, or the raptor, I should say. You're not people, you're raptors. The raptor that was attacking Amelia decided to attack Padrino, which is fine. No big deal. Padrino is one of our more defensive characters, with all that grit, for one thing. That's what I was worried about. I didn't know if Ivan was going to be able to stay up. Now, fortunately, they can't do anything about that. Ivan's body is blocking his square, and they can't move around. So, we will just go ahead and res him up. No big deal. Alright, now, we do have our AoE heal. I am reluctant to use that at this point. Especially because... Yeah, there's no reason to. There's just no reason to use it here. Okay. I should have given this Spirit Revived buff to Amelia instead of Padrino, in retrospect. Oh well. Alright, let's keep working on the Raptor Queen. Now, I am going to make her overjoyed. This is maybe a foolish decision, because it will mean she does more damage. If she ever goes to speech. But she is going to do more damage because she is not being... She doesn't have the Terrify on her anymore, and Terrify was lowering her attack by 25%. So she's going to do more damage, but she'll also take more damage. I'm going to look at that for one turn and see if it's worth it. I'm probably going to decide it's not worth it, but I wanted to do some science here. Okay, she decided not to attack this turn. I'm not real thrilled about that, but okay. Look at all the raptors. I mean, there's so many raptors around. Yeah, she made herself extremely strong with that. 110. Oh, geez, we shouldn't have switched her her attitude. That was silly of me. I totally forgot about that. She does have very little speech power now, but she's really strong. Oh, that was foolish of me. Okay, well, we're definitely going to have to keep her overjoyed now. We don't have a choice. Because we can't afford to switch her mood again. But we are doing decent damage to her. If we can keep Ivan alive from each single attack, right? As long as he can survive each individual attack, then we'll be okay. Because we can heal him with both of our other characters if we have to. Use Amelia's AoE heal in a pinch, and keep doing damage to her. It's just, if Ivan dies to a single attack to her, we're going to be in real trouble. But as long as that's not true, we'll be in really good shape. I'm waiting for the moment of truth here. There it is. Ooh, okay, he did survive. That's all that matters. So, as long as we don't switch her attitude again, this will be good. And we're actually doing decent damage to her now with that last mood switch. That might have been worth it in the end. Probably not the smartest decision, honestly. But it might work out. As long as Ivan doesn't miss too often. Pretty good. Alright. maybe 3 more turns, maybe 2 more turns, depending. And we will go ahead and use Amelia's heal. And we're going to have to top Ivan off. There we go. Okay, well, I mean, honestly, unless something terrible happens, this is looking like a win. But we'll see. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Let me know what you guys think of this strategy. Did this work? Is this just stupid? What could I have done differently? Let me know. Put something in the comments. Send me a message on Twitter. You know, throw a message in a bottle. However you want to communicate with me. Let me know what you thought of this tactic. Whether or not it works. It might fail, it might work. But either way, let me know. Yeah, I'm curious to hear from you what I could have done differently or what might have been a better solution. Because I'm not convinced that this was the best one, even though it has technically worked, I think. Because Pedrino might be able to hit her right now with Disarming Smile. 80% chance to just take her out at the moment. But if I don't, then we probably lose. Or not lose, but we'll lose Ivan again. I'm going to take the 80% chance, I think. Bumble. Alright, well that was unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll heal Pedrino, I guess, because Ivan is certainly going down. But we've got the resolve, so no big deal, right? We'll just res him up and have him hit her again. Hopefully. If she runs away right now, I'm going to be really sad. But I don't think she can, because there's 4 raptors behind her. And there's nowhere she can move. Oh, okay, well, they're going to move around. So now she could run away, but I don't think she's going to. Not with victory in her sights, right? Okay, she's just going to roar again. Alright, so Ivan's not even going to go down. Cool. So we're only going to have lost 1 resolve in this fight, assuming Ivan hits this next attack. Pretty good, honestly. This defensive position actually worked out. But yeah, talk to me. Let me know. What did you think? And let's see if we indeed get an item that I have not gotten before. Because that's what I was here for. That was the whole point. I don't think I've ever killed the Raptor Queen. And we actually got a friendly approach as well. Nice. The Raptors have a change of heart. The Queen has a soft spot for you and decides it's time for the Raptors to leave you alone. They flee the scene at unparalleled speed. Amelia sees a certain mechanism in the machine is still functioning. Alright. Amelia jumps toward the prototype machine and pulls a specific lever. It activates a trap just in time to capture the Raptor Queen. The animal looks at you with that, "Oh no, you got me" face. Lovers make toward each other. She doesn't mind getting on board with Amelia at all. The crew is overjoyed. Especially Pedrino is excited about such a rare specimen. Gotcha, Lady Saurus. There we go. The fantastic Raptor Queen. Feeding hours at 10 a.m. Come see it. Alright. 4 renown for each level of engineer, 10 study. Let's just take 10 study, sure. Let's top this off with 89 study tokens from this this campaign. Or this expedition. Okay, time to leave the island. Let's go. And there's our final reward, the Brachiosaurus skeleton. And we'll take 10 more study. Because why not? Because that puts us at 99. Alright, back to London. Can it process 99 study tokens? I'm sure it can. There we go. This is going to be a long episode. I'm going to have to splice it a little bit together because I did decide to go to sleep between it. But hopefully it was worth the wait. It was successful, right? I know, now, I say that. We could still lose. I don't know if we have enough points to beat Rivalo. I really don't. We could still lose the game. But we got a new treasure. We defeated the Raptor Queen. I'm pretty happy. Even if this is a loss in terms of points, I'm not going to be upset about this at all. Look at all of that research that we can't use. I mean, the game's over, so yeah. Alright, here we go. One final challenge, that is the insult match with Rivalo. We're just gonna fast forward through that. Again, this has been a long episode already. We're not going to compliment Rivalo. Alright, let's see. Who has won the Emperor's Challenge? I don't know. I honestly don't. It's gonna be close. This is the closest game with him I've had. Ooh, and we did do it. Very nice. Yeah, okay. This run was a fantastic success. Let's go and check out our treasure tracker. collection. Go all the way down to the bottom. And there we go. The last item we needed from the Lost Island is now in place. The fantastic Raptor Queen. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry the episode was up late, but hopefully it was worth it. It will be a couple more hours from the time I record this till it goes up, because I have to do all the editing and splice everything together. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll start a new run for tonight. Hopefully it will be just as interesting. Again, please do let me know what you think. I'm curious. I like interacting with you guys. I like hearing what you think. It doesn't have to be positive, no big deal. But yeah, put something in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much.